Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, we chose a different location today, as you see. Gorgeous backdrop. This is fabulous. Well, don't get too into that. We're going to get into this kind of thing. We're going to do a little resistance band, kind of a different take on the workout for today. And we'll incorporate some kettlebell work, some freestyle work, as I always do. The freestyle work is the crux of what I do here, because the idea behind my whole concept is for you to be able to get your workout in regardless of where you happen to be at that moment. You could actually come out to this park. It's gorgeous. We have an incline right here that I'm going to use later on just to incorporate some more cardio into the picture. And you could do the same with a little imagination, but you don't need your imagination, because I'll carry you through this one anyway. When you're on your own, you're on your own. Let's start with this. Let's start. I see a bench. Come on, hon. And right away, I hook up for some rows. Soft knees, as always, back in a nice position. I get enough slack so I can get the resistance that I require on this one. And we start our bent over. Actually, cable row, simulating the one in the gym. If you notice, my knees are always soft. I'm getting a good stretch, squeeze in the upper back on top. How about a 6 count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more, and 6. Now, just for variation, I'm going to turn, grab either handle, and again, we simulate a low cable crossover type movement, a cable fly, if you will. Soft knees. I'm good position, chest out. Big stretch here, big squeeze on top. Nice big stretch, big squeeze on top. Again, I take short rest periods between sets in order to get good cardiovascular benefit out of what I'm doing out here. Again, I want to do twice the work in half the time, if I'm able. Because I want you to be able to do other things besides pounding weights in a sweaty gym all summer. We want to get you outdoors, want to get the imagination working, one more, and we want to vary that workout, because when you vary that workout, you tend to make the gains that you want to make. When you're doing that same thing each and every day, your muscles, your body adjusts, and you get no real benefit after a short time. Follow me. Come on. I'm going to use a lunging movement to climb this hill, and I'm focusing on each and every step, emphasizing the quad, and up this incline. It's a short incline. And when I do those, I'm concentrating on each and every repetition, as I do with any workout, any exercise, because that's the key. I see a bench. What do I think? A little elevation with the feet. Conventional push-up, feet elevated. I get some more upper body work. 4, 5, 6, 4 more for time. 2, 3, 4, Now, using that same bench, I'll do my step up, and it goes like this. Driving up, driving up, driving up. While I'm doing this step up, I'm catapulting myself upward. I'm exploding upward. And I'm switching up. The left gets the same treatment. Last one coming up. And you know what's funny about that? About any exercise, your muscles do not know the type of work that you're offering to them. They just know how to respond stronger the next time after recuperation period. I'll use this bench to my advantage with some triceps. Don't ask me why I lift my leg, because I couldn't tell you. It just balances me out a little bit better. That's all. Squeezing that tricep. Squeezing that tricep. Squeezing. How about 4 more? 2, 3, 4. Now, let's try some of those plyometric exercises that we did the other day. While I'm stationary, I'm turning, 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 turning. Nice and light on my feet, landing in that squat, landing in that squat. Good for the glutes, good for the quads, good for the cardiovascular. I'm just doing a few, because I want to get a lot in. Now you could do this thing 2 or 3 times around, depending on your level of fitness. You could increase the intensity by either adding repetitions, or perhaps you can speed through it a little bit faster than usual. That's also a technique you could use. Let's grab our kettlebell. We'll do a little delt work with a kettlebell. Way up and squat. And one arm down with the squat, lifting. That's it. I'm actually squatting, coming up with the arm as I rise. Everything under control. Go to the other arm, of course. That's it. We'll go for a 12 count. 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's engage the hamstrings and, of course, the deltoids with this one. And again, I'm flying through, maybe not flying through because I'm explaining, but you can barrel right through these. Again, so you get top-notch cardiovascular benefit. Kill those 2 exercises with 1 stone. You're lifting way up, hamstring, way up, stretch with the lats, through the legs, way up. Nice. I'm stretching the hamstrings as I go down. Now we'll add a little bounce on the bottom. 1, 2, big lift, big stretch. 1, 2, variations are always fine. If you find something that you adapt to easier than something else, by all means, go with your instinct. What I mean by that, there are some exercises or some exercise practices, if you will, that people swear by. They'll tell you this is the road to fitness, this is the way to go. I've been doing this for years, making great gains, but somehow, when you give it a shot, it doesn't work for you. That's you as an individual discerning as to which protocol works and which doesn't. That's a good thing to actually acquire during the way. You know what works for you better than anybody else. I can't tell you, but you can. So when things don't seem to work out right for you with a certain workout or a nutrition plan, follow your instinct. That's the best bet. I'm going to sprint a little bit now. I always like to incorporate some sprinting. And you'll follow me right through here. Hey, hey! And back. And you know, 2, 3 bounces up top. 1, 2, 3 bounces. I'm doing 4 on top, aren't I? That whole thing, that whole sequence. Let me tell you something about running. You think it comes naturally? It does, to a certain extent, but to a certain extent, some people have to teach themselves how to run. What do I mean by that? Well, when you run, many people, because they can't stand it, they have an aversion to anything outdoors, running and whatnot. I say it's the best, but they tighten up. They are just waiting to get to the end of the line. Relax. Allow it to work for you. In other words, when I'm running, my upper body is very much at ease, very relaxed. And my arms, there's no certain way to run and to use those arms. It's how you feel comfortable. I've seen people really go at it. Then I see people with stationary arms, whatever works for you for the most part. And we did a short sequence today. I want to go back around one more time. You're going to go back around one more time at least. And then we'll come back. And maybe we'll catch you later for part 2. For now, I'll say goodbye only to come back and say hello later on. Thanks. And by the way, subscribe to my station if you would. I'm starting out with this station. I'd love you to subscribe. If you enjoy the content, you can go back and see what I've done during the course of last week. You'll see some good stuff. I'll talk to you later.